Hey, I had the exciting opportunity this morning to have my best friend come in and have a talk to you, and she's so experienced in this area. I thought we would have a little off-the-cuff interview. She's a little bit cross with me because she didn't know. This is Anita Hearn. You're going to see a lot more of her on the series because she knows so much about health and fitness, and she is post-20, well, okay, she's actually post-40, but we...
Thanks, Lauren.
Yes, she's post-40, and I'm almost 50. Anita, tell us a little bit about your history in fitness and what got you into fitness, bodybuilding.
I think it's a holistic approach to life with kids. I think you need to keep and maintain your health.
How many kids do you have?
I've got three kids, and they're beautiful. But you need to be able to keep yourself fit and healthy, both physically and mentally. The challenges of being a mum we all know they're very, very challenging, a lot more challenging than I ever gave it credit for. And I really found a lot of peace in being able to train. It was my time out from the kids. And at first I felt like it was a little bit of a guilty thing. Oh, I'm training, I'm taking away, I should be doing housework, I should be doing this. But I actually realised that it gave me so much inner peace that I was able to take what I got out of my training sessions and then give it back to my kids. So it was kind of working in a positive way. And as the kids have grown up, as you said, as you so politely mentioned, I am in the over 40 brackets. And I have a 15-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son, and an 8-year-old son. And just their comments about how mummy's always so fit and healthy, and, they love shouting it from the rooftops at school, and, they're always making references with their friends on, not YouTube. What do? They do Facebook, and they interconnect, with media, and it's always about, how mum is always so fit, and, they love the fact that I did bodybuilding and achieved so many goals. And
talk about your bodybuilding. What level did you get to? And
I won Universe competition probably about 2 years ago. So I won my category in the Universe competition, which I never thought I would do ever, and it was only because of this woman here. You know that though. We've been good friends for such a long time, and I remember the day very clearly. We were training together. You were training me, and you said, "Oh, why don't you do a bodybuilding competition, Anita? You got really good muscle tone." And I looked at you and I went, "Yeah, that's really funny, Lauren. I could never do something like that. I could never, ever get up on stage and wear a bikini like that." And you said, "Well, you're not getting any younger." Yeah, you did. Yeah. And I was like under 40 then, so thanks for that. But it was such an amazing journey from that time forward. I sort of thought to myself, yeah, okay, I'm just an average mum that enjoys training, is trying to do the big juggle of trying to fit everything in, and I love training. And I thought to myself, yeah, I haven't had a self-goal for so long. It's always been about supporting my husband and being there for the kids and getting up in the middle of the night and, all the mayhem of having a young family. And I thought to myself, as soon as you even put that idea into my head, I went, wow, imagine that, a goal for myself. Wow, that'd be awesome. So I tossed around, didn't I, for ages. I did the, nah, I don't think I can do it. And you kept on instilling in me my self-belief. Why don't you believe you can do this? Everybody that gets up on stage is just a person that is willing to give it a go. Just let go of the negative talk and just give it a go, Anita. And I went, okay, let's go real. So,
on that point, which is really interesting, you talk about sense of self and you referred to your husband. We've got both males and females viewing. A lot of them write into me and talk about losing their sense of self through their partners and not knowing what they want, and where is the compromise between giving with love and looking after your sense of self. You've come along quite a pathway of your children starting to grow up, coming through exercise, and now a couple of things. You've talked about developing a sense of self, and do you want to talk to the viewers about your yoga?
I'd love to talk about yoga. I love yoga. I have started, initially I did it just as a way of, I suppose, the yin and the yang of bodybuilding and muscle training. I felt that I was starting to lose my range of movement through some of the exercises, and I thought, oh, that's not a good sign. I'm starting to really stiffen up. So someone suggested that I try yoga, which I did, and I loved it. And I thought, wow, this is the little piece that's missing. And then as I kind of got more into yoga, just not only the physical part of it, but it was a sense of inner peace and finding myself and connecting with my body and funnily enough, it's not something that we really focus on a lot, but your soul. You're so busy all the time, you're such in a world where you've got to achieve things, you're going a million miles an hour. You don't actually ever sit back and just take note of your breath and who you are, and just be at one with the world and yourself, and have that connection. Yeah. And I found that just incredible. It was like, wow, I'd forgotten how good this feels to actually be connected with myself. So it was difficult, when you've got limited time. What do I do? Do I weight train? Do I do yoga? And it was starting to become quite balanced. I was very much into my weights, very much into lifting and training hard, hard cardio.
With the 3 kids?
With the 3 kids. Sometimes, especially during comps, I'd get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning so that I could fit in my cardio, get all the lunches ready, get my meals ready. It was like, whoa, it was pretty full on.
What would you say to someone that has 2 or 3 kids, works full time, is in their 30s or 40s, has no time poor and lacks fitness? What advice would you give them to start off?
Oh, that's a hard one. It's such a hard balance. I think though sometimes it's easy to get carried away, and I would actually make a list of priorities. I know that work is a priority. I know that, your children are a priority. But I think somewhere along the lines you have to figure out that exercise and looking after yourself and your own fitness is also a priority, because you can't really do any of the other stuff without making sure you prepare with good food, you incorporate some sort of exercise in your day, and you even just take, if you learn how, 5 minutes of meditating or just something to do with looking after and caring after yourself, how much happier you will be. Because I think at the end of the day, it's about having fulfillment and being happy.
Yeah, and then you can give to the
and then you can
children
give.
And your
because if you keep on, it's like a well, if you just keep on giving out all the time, and it's all about paying the bills and being there for that and whatever, then you just have nothing left.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times, I have a lot of girlfriends that love talking to me about, their fitness and their goals, and, I'm part of mums groups, and I do all that kind of stuff and listen to women and see all their stresses, and the older you get, I think you kind of realise how important it is.
Yeah, it is much harder as you get older, and there's so many shocks as you get older, physically, emotionally, midlife crisis that we've experienced. We want to share that with you. Anita's going to be doing regular cook-ups in the show. She's a fantastic cook.
Love cooking.
Yeah,
love
she's
great
really good at
food though.
And
great
you should
food.
see her pantry. It is to die for. So organised and everything. She loves my pantry. I love her pantry because Anita's so organised. So you'll be seeing a lot of Anita through the show, and she'll have a lot of interesting things to share with you. So please put your questions down below, and I
send us lots of questions.
I can't wait to get going with the 30-day challenge and help you all achieve your fitness goals so that you achieve your life goals. Mwah.
See ya. Nice to meet you.
Inhale in through the nose and exhale.